You hear that?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Marcel Lewis. I'm currently the head drum major. I'm a music education major, and I'm a senior. First time I saw Bethune was at the 2007 Florida Classic. I didn't know much about the band, about Bethune or FAMU. I was more of a swag person, believe it or not. And like I said, I instantly fell in love, just with the style of the band and drum majors. And, so 2007, that was when I came down and saw the band. I've been to Honda pretty much every year except for about 2 before I was actually in the band at Bethune, but I pretty much went to every single Honda there was. My first Honda experience, I just remember I was still pretty new to band itself at the time. So, at the time, I wasn't even in high school. So this marching band period, it was just like, whatever this is, I need more of it. And, it's these giant bands just doing these great things. So I was just like, I was amazed by it. I wanted more.
I remember auditioning Marcel, and he had a good, solid audition. I didn't have any idea that he was a drum major in high school. I was just looking at him as a good saxophone player, and then after he got here, he was a hard worker, and then I saw him when he tried out for drum major, and once he made it, and he fit in very well. He's a quick learner. He kind of thinks like a band director, so he was a good fit for us.
My first impression of Marcel was, it's funny because I wasn't a big fan of him. We're really cool now, so and then we talk about it all the time. I can tell him to his face, but I wasn't really a big fan of him. Marcel gave off the think I'm the ish mentality, but you know what I'm saying, he really was. You know what I'm saying, he was always the best on his horn. He was always, everything that he did, he was really, really good at it. And he's younger than me, so you know what I'm saying, as an upperclassman, you see a freshman, they come in, they on top of everything. You're like, man, who this little joker think he is? So I thought that he was all that. But it's just a level of confidence that he had with himself. And then I got a chance to really know him once we made drum major together in 2012, and I realized it's just his confidence. He's really confident in everything he does. So.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
The style the Cookman drum majors had, just growing up looking at them, just everything about them, it was just really intriguing. Something about them was just, I needed more of it. I thought it was real cool.
I've seen his confidence build in being in front of people. When he first became band director, he was very timid about speaking and giving orders and things. And now he's comfortable with it, and he's confident with it. He's not overbearing, but he has a level of confidence. And I think if you're being led by someone, you want to have a feeling that they're confident in what they're doing.
He's definitely prepared for Honda. He's been waiting on this moment, I want to say since 2007, but probably before that. Because like I said, he and I both have been some diehard Cookman fans, diehard drum major fans here, from looking at the Fabulous Five since forever. So for him to be on the big stage of Honda, you know what I'm saying, doing what he's watched for so many years and loved to do, he's definitely prepared. He's been practicing and you know what I'm saying, dreaming for so long. It's almost like a dream come true. So he's really just gonna execute and do what he's been trying to do and doing in his backyard when he was a little boy, really.
All right, well, so today, we just changed up the entrance a little bit. And since Mr. Wells wanted us to change up the entrance a little bit, we've actually done the splits over each other, previous performances, and Mr. Wells wanted to bring it back for the Honda, but we had to change up the order a little bit and how we come over each other. And Kevin switched from jumping third to being the fourth person, and I come over him last. So everything just felt a little bit different. People were jumping at different times over different people, and you just get used to doing that. So, he jumped a little far, on the run through. He jumped a little far, and I'm coming right after him, and I'm like, he's in the spot that I'm supposed to be in when I land. So he lands and he's scooting back, and I'm like, oh, I gotta go. I still gotta jump, because the show must go on. So he ended up, hitting me in the leg with his mace a little bit, but we had to just keep going. We just had to get a feel for the, every time we perform somewhere else, there's always a new feel. You know, we got a chance to run the entrance twice today in the dome, I'm sorry. So not really worried, but just always cautious. I feel like the run through in the dome is like one of the most important run throughs ever, important in any practice, because you get an actual feel of the actual turf, you know, the stadium, how it's gonna sound, the acoustics, and just being there, you know, the day before, it's nothing like that. After that, we had the banquet. You know, where all the bands come, you congregate, you know, converse, and it was a lot of, the camaraderie was great, all the bands were getting along. In the talent showcase at the banquet, Tau Beta Sigma actually won, our Tau Beta Sigma actually won Theta Rho, so I was real proud of that. Everything just went great. You know, we had these new shirts. It's our 10th year at Honda, so, you know, we had these shirts. Everything went great. Today was a really good day. I actually got a chance to get on the ladder, and what I'm doing is I'm conducting all 8 bands when they're marching in at the beginning of the showcase, and I'm just starting the cadence up and starting it, and that's a huge thing. No drum major has ever done that in the history of Honda. I sort of felt like I was a part of history in a sense, you know, just because being the first drum major to ever do that. I've never, you know, coming to Honda almost every year since it started, I've never seen that ever. And, you know, being in front of all of these elite bands, you know, conducting them, it's just a blessing. It's a humbling experience, to say the least.
Ladies and gentlemen, the only man in the world in time. Perform like it, act like it, have fun. Go out there, have fun. Go ahead.
Bethune-Cookman University Choir.
Execute. You can't walk around here and talk about 10 years and we don't deliver. There should be a distinct difference between us and every other band.
At midfield, the Fabulous Five, Tavon Kilman, Kevin Francois, Javaris Gooding-Butts, and from Hot Atlanta, please welcome your homeboys from Stevenson High School, Rashawn Phillips, from Creekside High School, head drum major, Marcel Lewis, the best drum majors in America, period.
Well, the field show actually went pretty good, except for I had one little mess up in the entrance. My actual solo, where had a couple complications when I came around. Mace got caught up in the cape, and everything just went so fast. Before I knew it, I ended up dropping the mace. When I was doing the trick with my foot. So at the time I was like, "Is this really happening?" But I just had to keep going. I felt like stopping right there and just rewinding time and just starting all the way over, but. I just picked it up and just went in the back, but you had to keep going. And I was just telling the guys right before we went on, no matter what happens, just keep going. There's nothing you can do to go back and fix whatever you missed or whatever you messed up on. So it was messing me the whole show mentally. I wasn't there, but being a third-year veteran, on the stick, I know how to just still perform. So I was thinking about it in my head, but I was still doing all of my maneuvers and everything, full out and everything. So. At the end of the show, I let them know that what happened, and they weren't really mad at me. Stuff happens all the time. We're performers. We try all types of risky stuff. We go hard or go home is our motto. So they weren't really mad at me. They were just kind of upset at the situation. They saw that I was beating myself up. They were more so comforting to me, just how hard I was taking it and everything. So they didn't take it too hard. After the show, I was beyond mad at myself. Especially being my last performance. I'm not really that mad about actually messing up. I'm human. You're gonna mess up. It was just the fact that it was my last time doing it. I couldn't really redeem myself after that. But, after sitting there, beating myself up for so long, I told myself to just stop. Because that one little mistake doesn't define my time on the stick, my time as a drum major. That one little mistake. I just told myself, stop beating myself up. Other than that first entrance, I told myself I was gonna enjoy my last entrance. My last field show, I'm sorry. There's no way I'm not gonna, just do my last field show just mad the whole time. Though I was mad the whole time, I still thoroughly enjoyed my last, performance in Atlanta, ending where I started. I don't really have any regrets this year about anything that we did, mess ups and all, I really had a great year with these 4 gentlemen. I'm blue pen. Sorry. Can I start over? Start over. Since I'm start over. Can I start over? What was the question? What's the question again? Start over. Honda is take 10.